The time they prohibited to me to get food. I was I was actually having a hard time because that was the time when everything started. I was the beginning of my destruction, if you want to call it. I was dating that chick that they add me to my life, and they redo my mom's life and all that garbage. Give me one sec. That was the beginning of November, September, somewhere on there. I don't know. I don't remember the date, but it was in 2020, whatever. Uh, the story was that I got so depressed. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to work and all that. It was the beginning of those months. I was a new guy in town and it's in the city. I didn't know they appoint me that gal. She's gonna lie, but I have the whole story and it match with whatever they told me. The papers don't lie. It match a lot of things. If anybody wants to tell me why it match, because it doesn't look like my mother, but it has a lot to say with the kids and the story she had with the abuse and all that crap. No, apparently the cops put her as an appointment, if you want to call it that way. She stayed with me. She became my girl and all that, and I was wondering why did I got it so stupid. No, how I ended up getting it so stupid just right in the corner, nowhere else, sending me some stuff. Right? She was sending me some chip, some they call it chip here, but it's an SIM or whatever, SIM card for the phone. It was some phone company that I don't understand why they're not indicted, right? Well, I guess Telmex got indicted, but Movistar didn't get indicted. So we started hanging out all day. As I said, I invite her to eat. Next thing you know, in having this weird relationship, coming and going, whatever, right? They cut it down by the time the National Corrupted Guard was already around, right? I started noticing they were around because they started harassing me with little stuff here and there against the law, against the girl, and against the girl all the time. But when the time's under cutting, because I end up getting blamed for things that never happened. I'm trying to get those papers, but I don't know if they're gonna give it to me. But I really wanted it since I'm getting more closer to fix this part. I want to get the actual paperwork to show both of the indictments, to show you the paper, to show you one of the papers that the National Guard has, where it explains that nothing happened, and some other one that I have in the U.S. so you can laugh about to see what the hell they did to my life, no? Well, that's the story. That's part of the story, right? And one of them is not an indictment. It's just basically words somebody put in there, and the minus an indictment. Here in Mexico, I'm going to tell you something that nobody wants to see. They can have an actual paper saying things that never happened. See, they don't even want me to mention that because it's fucked up. Well, anyways, that was the end. When I end up leaving the girl, I don't want to deal with her because it was the end or whatever it was the end, because I don't want it was like a month, straight month, almost two. And when that happens, how can I say this? I realized how bad it was, right? So one day I wake up after my depression and all that stuff. I try to go back to work, and I wasn't able to work. So when I wasn't able to work, I tried to look for work. I tried to look for work, and I was like, there was no way to get work anywhere. I tried to look at any stores anywhere. There was no way, actually, no way. To this, still no way. So I got to work in the outskirts here or there to do the money, right? And here's the story. I noticed that since I was trying to fix my life, that girl was trying to coming back. Every time to come back, she was coming for stories from my mother, and I don't know from where. And I'm like, I didn't know that, but they asked me. They asked me about the stories. And I'm like, yeah. So when I noticed the whole town was so because of all the drugs and all that garbage they do, right? Well, at some point I stopped talking to the girl. There was no way to work. My aunt, the one that used to send me money, and my eyes not gonna turn because stupidity. Uh, she used to send me money, and then next thing you know, it was that. They cut it because somebody told her that I was doing things that is not true, that I was basically doing nothing, right? So